Okay, so we're trying to find hidden symbols in names, and of course I chose Jesus as the name, and it's wow, there's a lot of hidden information in this word Jesus, right? So we actually came up with the word JE, which is the letter O, and then you have S, so it's like OS. You read it inverted, it says the word so, or son of S, son of perfection. 19, 1 and 9 is 10. And then, of course, you have us. And, query us, ridulus, Sirius. I mean, all these words that have us in it, all these stars, right? And so it's quite amazing. And it's what I keep trying to tell people. The stars and the planets are your emotions, your ego archetypes. It's like this is the real internet, which I call 10 perfection. And you can actually get to the level to where you can form a V, right? And literally download knowledge from the stars and the planets, just like a cell phone works. It's the same thing because your brain is just like a receiver. That's why the dentists always want to put metal and shit in your mouth so you're picking up their signals. This is why chemtrails are spraying nanotechnology so that your brain is filled with this aluminum and barium and strontium, all these metals that do not pick up the stars and the planets. And of course, they block out these solar um, deities when they spray chemicals in the air. NASA has been shut down 100%, and it's like they're using us like rats, especially people like me. I've been used as a targeted individual, a rat, for these psychopaths to do testing on the human consciousness. And why they chose me, I think I know why, but let's not get into that right now. So I think it's just critical thinking skills. That's all. But and then of course the people that they chose come from all different types of walks of life and different types of emotions and characters, you know, that they're interested in, and they're trying to conquer. Like they want to be like a god. They want to conquer our emotions. Make us like freaking robots. Do as you're told. Have no critical thinking skills. So I showed you how the word on in could be translated in Jesus. O-N. When you do S-U-S, you get the number 59. 5 and 9 is 14, which is the letter N, right? And I see this as a symbol of the masculine and the symbol of the V, the feminine, which is the way light enters or electricity enters into the mind. You've got a magnetic energy, a feminine, and a well, sorry, you got a feminine energy, and you have a masculine energy, right? Um, that actually arcs water. And I'm sorry to tell people, but your car runs on water. Water is the energy. It's amazing. It has the atom in it. It is amazing. It is a very powerful. You have no idea the power of water. One hydrogen bomb, which is a compressed hydrogen atom, water atom, can blow a 2-mile hole crater in the earth, 2 miles deep, 2 miles wide. You don't think that you're a powerful being? You've got trillions of water atoms in you. You are you are like stars waiting to be born. Because when this arc happens, wow. And this is the story of Jesus' ascension. So, and I believe that all religions at one time were about the chakras, the pineal gland, the awakening, the rising of the of from sexual energy to crown energy, knowledge, the seek, the search for who we are and why we're here, and the answers from God. It's very simple. So I actually looked up the word, so, S-O, because JE is the letter O and S. And this is what this thing is saying. It's saying, so us, right? um, or Sue, kind of like the word Susan. So us, right? And listen to what the American dictionary says the definition of the word so us. What, this is just right here in the American dictionary. It says it's an adverb, right? And it means to such a great extent. That's the definition. It says to such a great extent. So wouldn't that be the same as a human being being to its such greatest extent? So us? See, these are the hidden uh, symbolism and codes and numerologies and gematrias in these letters, these spellings, these witchcraft symbols, engraved images, these symbols of light, the language of light. It's right within the symbol, right? Now let's look at definition number 2 in the English. It says to the same extent used in comparisons. To the same extent used in comparisons. Really. So in gematria, if I can translate Jesus into the word on, I can translate Jesus into the word so us, right? Which is the higher numerologies, which is, 10, right? S is 10. Watch this. SE is 19 plus 5, and that gives you the number 24, which is an inverted 6 or a 9, right? No, because Jesus turned his 6 to a 9, like cancer, So because if you actually get cancer, what you're doing is you're turning your symbol of man from 9, the awakened man, to a 6, flesh. And the flesh is, the energies of the flesh have said, hey, okay, I can't work in harmony with this body. I'm actually going to kill this body. And that's what so atoms get together within your body. This is what cancer is. And it says, okay, I cannot work in harmony with this body. I am actually going to poison it and kill it. And you die eventually, right? So to have so us mean to such a great extent us proves that Jesus is you to such a great extent. Now, you can be an antichrist Jesus and to be such a great extent in the knowledge of man, like Hollywood, because in Hollywood they're to such a great extent. But yeah, they're conformist doctrine. They're just propaganda machines for the masses. You could see Hollywood, The View and all these feminine energies talking about politics, which they've got about as much knowledge about the Christ conscience as my big toe. They actually gather the stupidest women, the most conformed, indoctrinated women on the planet Earth, and they say, here, listen to these idiots. And people actually do listen to these, idiots. You know, what's her name? The black lady. She's probably the biggest, racist on the planet Earth in The View. What's her name? Whoopi. She's a racist. She's pro Obama, black man, black power. I mean, come on. A real human being doesn't see color. This woman sees color. A real Christ-like person doesn't see color as she's probably the stupidest person on the whole show. And